Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Ronan, and we're going to be doing a reaction series to Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. It's a show I don't really see a whole lot of people reacting to online, so I figured I'd make one. And it's going to be a rewatch for me, though it's been a while since I've seen a lot of these episodes, and I feel like it's a show that, no matter how many times you rewatch it, you can always get something different out of it. So I'm sure there's a lot of things I've forgotten over the years. The show originally came out in 2002, so that was around the first time I had watched it. I believe it was airing on Adult Swim at the time, and those of you that were able to watch anime during those years, they would know that that was really kind of like really prime time for us growing up, being able to get to learn about these new animes. It wasn't just Ghost in the Shell; it was stuff like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Neon Genesis, Full Metal Alchemist. So there's a lot of stuff that we were first exposed to some of those shows just through Adult Swim. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a reaction to this, and I'm gonna try to take notes as we go along. This is a very interesting anime. They dive very deeply into a lot of issues like politics and existence and what it's like to be a human being. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be learning some new things even on this watch through. So, and if you guys find any details that I missed, which I'm sure it's going to happen, feel free to talk about it in the comments. So also, I'm going to be starting a Patreon where I'm going to have clear reactions and also full reactions as well. You'll be able to see those there. So by the time this pops up here, you should be able to check out my Patreon. I'll include links below, and you can check that out. I really miss this intro. The music is wonderful. And the old school 3D graphics here. Yep, Yoko Kanno. Yep, she is so diverse, because she's done like, amongst other things, like not only this but also like Cowboy Bebop, and even just the difference between this show and that show is night and day. It's in terms of like different genres that she weaves between. Just comparing jazz to this, what we're listening to now, is insane, and she's able to develop like really complex compositions between those two genres too. At the time, even when that's for to guide all the consciousness. Oh, I can't read that. They flew through that really fast. I don't know who they think I am, but it seemed really deep though.
Dread to Somerset. Sleeping gas devices now attached to outer walls and air conditioning unit on roof.
This is usually the staple of any Ghost in the Shell. The major on the top of a building and falls over. Oof. Oh. I wonder, because he's a cyborg, I wonder how painful that actually is for him. Like, obviously he's not enjoying any of this.
Assemble the team with an A2 loadout. Location 82D3.
Bato, you copy that?
Yep, loud and clear.
That'd be a cool job. Can you imagine the stories you can tell? That's already there's already really great examples of the type of technology that they have. They're just like talking through their cyber brains, basically, right? So it's basically like wireless internet, and you're just in your Discord chat in your brain. It's like
I can't hand over command
pretty next level.
without a rational explanation.
Don't be stubborn. Relinquish command authority to the military.
We're stubborn? Gentlemen, is this the time for petty squabbling? Aren't the customers involved the issue here?
Yes, sir.
Aramaki.
It's been 17 minutes since geisha robots took all of them hostage.
And according to the hostess who was able to get away, there could have been 2 casualties, but we have no way of confirming it yet.
Section 9 will handle the incident from here. Hold your position.
Sir!
Kubota.
See, I get it's really awesome that Aramaki can just walk in and do whatever he wants. But I wonder where he is in the hierarchy of chain of command. You know, obviously they can look at him and be like, "Oh shit," and get out of his way. I just wonder what sort of rank he has that puts him into that position.
That explains the interference I picked up when I was listening in on the sniper team.
I love Bato.
Ah, damn it. There's just too many channels. This is gonna take a couple of hours to pinpoint.
Togusa, go to the main courtyard and get ready to storm the place. Saito!
I've neutralized the image curtain, but all those trees down there limit my firing field.
Pazu! Boma!
Ready when you are.
You're on.
Go!
I love this music. It's got like a real like 90s vibe, sort of. I'm not sure if I would like this song like outside the context of this show, but I think because of the show, I actually end up like really, really liking it. Ooh. He's like, wait, I kind of liked that. The headpiece is kind of interesting too, that the guy uses.
Track the tracer virus. Bato, you're on backup.
Music to my ears.
That's also interesting, because I mean they're cyberized, so like obviously that guy looked really fucked up, but like, but the female there was, bleeding out. I assume her head or whatever, but like, and she's not moving. But we're like, hey, she needs medical help. But that guy, where his head is shredded everywhere, like, yeah, he's definitely dead. I just wonder, like, it's interesting how they're able to pronounce one person is being able to be helped, while the other one is just there's no helping that. Like even in our day and age, with all this technology, that person is absolutely dead.
Don't run out into traffic. I'll look before crossing, Mom. Tachkoma, where the hell are you?
Jeez. Like that has to be scary too whenever you're dealing with a society that's been cyberized, so they're able to run that fast. That's just some dude,
Huh? I think he broke.
The minister's secretary was attacked. Why?
It's possible they tried to kill her in order to cover up something she found.
What of the minister's personal affairs?
A general investigation turned up nothing. He's clean. No signs of blackmail or unusual...
I'm not looking at her butt. I swear I'm paying attention.
I'll have my section look into the matter. How about it?
I'd be grateful.
I wonder if every person's response to the major walking in, that's like not a part of the organization, the second she walks into the room to discuss whatever needs to be done, and their initial thought is just like, holy shit. That's a cool gun. Okay. I thought he missed the whole thing. Just like...
If you need to rush here for target practice whenever there's a mission, I recommend you get a prosthetic body.
That would have been funny.
You're telling me I should become a cyborg too?
Well, it's just a suggestion. I'm not trying to order you around.
Oh, that's right.
Better get ready. We're gonna find out precisely what happened there. We'll investigate the 10 or so minutes before we infiltrated the restaurant.
See, I think Togusa is like the most like human of like biologically human person in the entire group. And I think Saito is second, but I'm pretty sure Togusa is like almost like fully just straight up human. I think everybody has a cyber brain. I think because Togusa obviously can speak via that, so he at least has that.
This man should have been equipped with a spinal column unit made by the North American Neutron Company. But the smashed components don't piece back together to fit anything manufactured by that firm. This next footage shows the minister and a geisha going into the restroom.
With a geisha?
Well, yeah. Apparently, he occasionally likes to swap bodies with them when he's drunk.
That's weird.
There's the NAIPA official who was killed.
Swap bodies.
That I can't tell you. There were no cameras inside the restroom. Here comes the secretary, who's obviously become a bit worried.
Like swapping bodies, that's got to be like some
Right
next
here,
level shit.
That's when she was
Like,
attacked.
What was it the woman witnessed?
I think it'd be really cool to be a detective, but I'm not sure like how much of like all the really gritty stuff I'd be able to handle. Like I think just the idea of trying to like solve a mystery would be kind of cool, like based on, you know, evidence that you find.
Yes, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
This technology would be so amazing to have just on hand. Just
Major, there was a report that the minister is into body swapping with geishas, right?
Right. Your point?
What if somebody switched the minister's brain case? If our perpetrator was after the Ichinose report, then he would need the outward appearance of the minister.
The secretary walked into the restroom during the switch, which explains why she was attacked.
Ishikawa!
so the perpetrator needs access to these files, and he can only access them if he looks like the minister, which he switched bodies with. Essentially, he switched brain casings, I think, is what went down. Oh, they blocked him out.
Sir. Sorry for the delay. The plane arrived. Will embark shortly.
Just a moment, Minister. I came out here in order to deliver this.
And what is it?
Having read that, you are no longer Minister of Foreign Affairs as of now.
What?
That's fucked up.
Authority?
On that of the Prime Minister and the board members of the ruling party. You may verify it for yourself.
Since you read that, that's GG. Thank you.
These events put you under suspicion of spying, as well as seeking political asylum in a foreign country. We need you to accompany us, please.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Don't move! He is not the man you're supposed to be protecting.
It would be a little embarrassing if the brain was not in there.
Chief, we've secured the brain case.
Care to tell me who you are? We'll find out eventually, simply a matter of time. Take him away.
All I wanted was to fly one last time.
I owe you one.
If you hadn't taken a firm stand after it went down, the police would have stormed in and wasted those geishas. There'd be a media blitz covering the defection of the Minister of Foreign Affairs right about now.
Still, I'm amazed how quickly you pulled the paperwork you needed to convince all the politicians.
That'd be crazy to have a job where like you have that much of an impact on world events like that. But no one will ever know.
Well, that's Section 9 for you.
It's got to be like one of those rewarding jobs where you don't care if anyone ever knows. You just kind of know, like, yeah, I know I did a good thing. And that's cool. All right. Episode 1 down. That's like a really good introduction to the show for sure, because it kind of gives you like, it's a pretty good like little teaser, like a little taste of what, you know, how deep the show can go. So it's kind of like a little appetizer, I guess. Definitely, I think the show's gonna do a lot more of that for sure. But yeah, you get to see a little bit of Section 9. You kind of get like a little taste of like their interactions. I already like how it's already portraying that each person kind of has like their own little special thing, and how diverse each person is, and you get a little bit of a taste of like their interactions and their what sort of friendships they may have together. You know, like you can already tell, you know, like Bato and Togusa, they have a really good friendship. You know, they give each other a hard time, but it's like, you know, it's all out of love. And but you kind of get the vibe that they're there for each other and stuff like that. And with the other guys though, they kind of just like barely touch up on them, and we should be able to get to see more of that later on. But already, you know, you get invested in just who these people are and everything like that. And yeah, so that's a really awesome episode. And being able to get a little taste of like what the technology is like, what sort of problems they're dealing with in this day and age, you know, where people are literally swapping out each other's brains, you know, and that was done in a very clever way, where it involves politics to be able to access, you know, classified information by literally hijacking someone's body with your own brain, and then trying to do that, and then pretending to be that person, and then defecting to another country as that person. You know, that's a pretty well thought out plan, you know. And so I really love the world building and the lore and the utilization of how people can use all this technology and what they can do with it. So while it's really exciting to have all this technology, it's also, there's another side of that where it could be very scary, you know, for people that uses that technology for, you know, bad things or for the wrong purposes, and or to get, you know, personal gain, things like that. So I'm sure we're going to see a whole lot more of that later on. I'm positive, actually. I just can't remember any of it, so because it's been a while. So but yeah, awesome first episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please you know, subscribe, like, comment, any of those things. Would love to talk about more about this stuff. If you guys have any other thoughts on this, I don't mind engaging in any sort of conversations regarding the show, anything like that. And especially if you guys have any suggestions for any other shows. I won't necessarily rewatch every show I've ever watched, because sometimes, you know, it's kind of like a one and done kind of thing. Though with Ghost in the Shell, I think there's a lot more to explore. There's a lot more to be said. And then things to remember too. So this was one of those exceptions. So I have some other plans for things to watch. Hopefully I can get to them. But in the meantime, we're gonna ride out this ship that is Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.